What's going on, everybody? As you can see, got the Monday Night Raw t-shirt on, which means only one thing. This is the review from Monday Night Raw. I think they did do like a recap. Did they do a recap? They showed some stuff that happened from last week, and then Drew McIntyre interrupted it, saying, "Oh, that's enough of this crap. That's enough. That's enough. I got something to say." He basically came out, talked about how upset he was that he basically caused his own defeat last week when he tried to pin Seth Rollins, and he put Seth Rollins' foot on the ropes himself, and that maybe everybody was right, that the only person that's stopping him from winning a championship is Drew McIntyre himself, and that he said that's because I need to go home and step away from WWE for a while and get my head on straight, get myself together, and then come back. But he said he was thinking like that until he realized no, what messed him up was Damian Priest calling him an idiot, saying that why did you try to come out and cash in your Money in the Bank briefcase and try to get the title that way, where you could have just waited until I beat Seth Rollins, became champion, was weak and vulnerable, and then you could have cashed in. But no, you had to come out and do it during the middle of the match. I guess he's trying to say, causing him to be distracted, and where he could have got, I guess, had he not did that, he would have got the Claymore off and a better position, and then would have pinned Seth Rollins. But then he started talking about like CM Punk and how maybe he need to leave for 9 to 10 years and come back, and he'll get a hero's welcome. And then CM Punk will come out and basically tell Drew McIntyre that if he has anything to say to him, to say it to his face. And basically, that's where this promo got spicy, baby. I mean, whoo! That's where this promo went from. I guess from when Drew McIntyre started, you could say he went from 0 to 5, but this went straight to from 5 to 100. Like, Jesus Christ. So he basically said that congratulations. He said, "Well, I do got something to say. The floor is mine." So then that's when he told CM Punk, "Well, first I want to say is congratulations, and that you're we have a betting pool. You've been here for a month now. Me and the guys in the back got a betting pool that if that by now they thought you would have been as imploded and self-destructed and be out of here, but you're not." So, like, as he said, congratulations on that. But more importantly, he said he's the few that's still on this roster that has traveled the world with him, and he said he wanted to tell him to his face that he's a self-absorbed, narcissistic douchebag. Basically, he said that when he was in his dark place, not I guess around the time where he was in 3MB and was about to get fired, because he said a lot of things was happening. His career was in a tailspin. He was in a dark place. He just lost the person closer to him. I'm thinking he's talking about his mother. They said he was looking for a leader because he said CM Punk was champion. He came in the locker room and said that as your leader, because a leader needed to announce that he's a leader. And he said he needed a leader. He needed someone to help him navigate this place. And he said instead you didn't. He said he couldn't turn to him because he saw CM Punk. CM Punk saw Drew McIntyre as a threat, and that he said something to Randy Orton about it. He talked to Randy Orton about it. He knew Randy Orton couldn't do it because Randy Orton was battling his own demons at the time. But he said, but CM Punk he didn't have no demons. You're a straight edge, and you all this. You could have helped me, but you didn't, and that's when you start calling him a narcissistic douchebag. And basically called him. He said he's not a demon. He said you don't have demons. You are a demon, and that he haven't made it clear he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. And to which CM Punk responded saying that if he wanted somebody to hold his hand, he said he could pledge allegiance to the straight edge society, shave his head, and live a clean, free lifestyle. And basically make a reference to the straight edge society. But told him that he said I call myself a lot of things in the ring, but one thing I never called myself was a leader because I always led by example. He said, who do you see leave this company and walk out the door? Me. And he said, who do I see walk back into this company bigger, stronger, faster? He said, Drew McIntyre. Not only did you walk back into this company bigger, stronger, faster, you went on to win the Royal Rumble. And then main event WrestleMania and win WrestleMania and win the title and do all that stuff. So he said the fact that you did that, he said that's what I was following that example. I'm following you now. So now I came back to the company bigger, stronger, faster. I want to win the Royal Rumble and now go on to main event WrestleMania and blah blah blah. He said now you getting all pissy about it like Seth Rollins. And he to which Drew McIntyre said, yeah, I really am. Because he said you call. I think earlier he said something about cost. That was when he was saying that you're costing a lot of people a lot of money by still being here. When he was telling him that about the bet they got on him. But yeah, he said so he basically, to summarize the rest of it, he just basically told him that it's nothing. He said that he's not a demon, he's Satan himself. And he said if you're one of the few people who see him, this is CM Punk talking about himself. He said that if you the one of the few people who see me become Satan himself. He said that means that says a lot about you and where you were in your little dark places, and that it's nothing he could do. When it comes to the Royal Rumble, not he can't stop him, Seth can't stop him, Cody can't stop him, and as a leader, he's going to eliminate Drew McIntyre. He said, from leader to leader, I'm going to eliminate you last. And I think he said something about leaving the ring before because it was getting too spicy and before he knocked his teeth out of his throat. But that was a good promo. I try to. I try not to give you the whole thing because it's like a long promo, but then they got to the first match of the night, which is Finn Balor versus Tommaso Ciampa. They gave a recap of how that came about from last week, which was like from last week's Raw Day 1 edition, where it was like earlier in the day, all that type of stuff. But then we got a pretty good, decent match. Like it took a minute to start up to get to a level because at first, me and myself included, like the fans, they didn't quite get there at first, but then it picked up towards the middle, and I was like, okay, now that's what I want to see. Tommaso and Finn was hitting some good moves. There was some great kickouts, some good moves, but in the end, Tommaso Ciampa would get the victory due to some shenanigans from Johnny Gargano, because Damian Priest kept interfering. So that Johnny Gargano finally got involved, and he would help neutralize Damian Priest, and he would help Tommaso get the victory over Finn Balor. And it wasn't even they didn't even hit no moves. It was like Finn basically was about to do like a suplex from the out, like Tommaso was on the outside of the ropes. So he was about to do a suplex into the ring, but Johnny Gargano grabbed his foot, and Tommaso just landed on Finn and got the pinfall. We got the second match of the night, which is Kofi Kingston versus Ludwig Kaiser, which was This was honestly the I would say just a little bit better than the first match of the night because surprisingly so. At first, I thought this was gonna be just a mid card versus mid carder match, typical mid carder, okay match. But it was actually it was quite good towards the middle of the end, just like this one. But it was the ending that made it all better. What made it just a little bit better because they brawled afterwards. They was brawling. Well, technically, they was brawling on the outside and fighting. They was brawling on the outside. The referee was counting, and they just wouldn't stop, or they tried to, but the other person would stop them from getting in the ring, and then they would continue to brawl. But then eventually they would get a double count out, so nobody won. And Kofi got in the ring thinking he beat the time. He could, I guess they would try to say he was all loopy due to the fight, and he didn't hear the bell ring and stuff for the double count out. So he just got told by the referee, and him and Ludwig Kaiser were continuing to brawl outside, but then Ludwig Kaiser would get the upper hand, beat up Kofi Kingston. The referees and backstage personnel would try to stop him. I think he did a drop kick to Kofi's head into the steel steps, and he threw a chair. He even threw one of the Wade Barrett's chair at him. But backstage, he was interviewed backstage of why he attacked him viciously like that. And he said because he's the only one left holding the torch for Imperium, and that he blames Kofi for what happened to Giovanni. And they also said that Giovanni probably going to be out for a couple of weeks. Concussion protocol. But they said he basically blamed Kofi for what happened to Giovanni. So, and that Kofi took Giovanni's head. He's going to take he took Kofi's head. We then got a Nia Jax promo from featuring with Michael Cole in ring, interviewing her about her impressive victory over Becky Lynch. To which he said, "Why was it impressive? Why was it like shocking? Right? Because y'all didn't think I was going to break Becky's face again." And then she said, "What would be more impressive or more shocking is that she do the same to Michael Cole." And that they talked about, and Michael Cole then went on to talk about how with that being said though, you're the odds-on favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble, and that what did she got to say, basically to the other competitors, and she basically said that she's going to run through all 9 competitors, or all 29 other competitors, and that whether it be Rhea Ripley or Io Sky, they both, both of them can't stop her. But then Rhea Ripley would come out and basically just basically stand up to Nia, telling Nia that she's not afraid of her, and that she might not even win the Rumble because if you remember last year, she was eliminated by Rhea last year, and that she gave her kudos for beating Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch is not bloody Rhea Ripley. I mean. And that basically, if she does win the Royal Rumble, to keep her name out of her mouth, as in, if she is not just do win the Royal Rumble, choose Io Sky, don't choose me. But Nia would then tell Rhea that when she does win the Royal Rumble, she's making it very clear that because since you duck and dodge me, the only reason why you got this championship still because you duck and dodge me won't give me a one-on-one for that title. So when she wins the Royal Rumble, she's made it very clear that she's going to challenge Rhea for the title at the main event of WrestleMania. We then got the only championship match of the night. Yep, which is the women's tag team championship rematch of Kaden Carter and Katana Chance versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And the more I see them get TV time, the more I'm happy and optimistic for the future of the women's division for those who don't get screen time. Because Kaden Carter, I always say this, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance are a legit women's tag team, and that's what the women's tag team division is missing. All the other tag teams are like put together Frankenstein tag teams, whereas they are legit built as tag teams, and that's what you need to make that division legit. And they don't have many women that's legit tag team. I don't think they have any women other than them. I don't think there's no other women that's legit tag teams, but you can make your Franken tag teams legit tag teams, but that's another video for another time. The match was good. I enjoyed it. Pretty good near falls, and like I love in this match particular, I love the fact that we got to see some impressive movesets with Chelsea Green. Like, she might come up as a gimmicky character, but she's really good in ring. Like, she's a gimmicky character that actually really got some good in ring prowess to where you can see her eventually being a future world champion, because she got what it takes to be a future world champion if given the right story and pushed correctly, because her in ring skills are there for her to be a world champion. Just they got to push her just a little beyond this whole scary queen type person, prissy person, but she got some good movesets. I like her movesets. Piper Niven as well. Kitana Chance and Kane Carter, they did some good stuff. But in the end, they will win and retain the title. R-Truth. Man, R-Truth did a promo next. It was just, it's not even nothing to really get into. It was just that he did like a video package explaining why he thinks, I guess Michael Cole and them said it's supposed to explain why he thinks he's a part of the Judgment Day. And he said he was talking about where he was born, from Charlotte, North Carolina, and that for the day he was born, when he came out the womb, and the doctor held him, he told the doctor somehow as a newborn baby, he told the doctor that he was going to be part of the Judgment Day, which wasn't even a thing. But it got me to laugh like that. It was like, I'm like, what? R-Truth is just a national treasure. But it was basically just him explaining, like, showing like his evolution with Judgment Day, when he was like the 24/7 champion, and somehow he was just everything the Judgment Day did, he was just a part of with the championship, even though some of those events, though the 24/7 champion wasn't even there anymore. Like, the championship was already gone. But yeah, it was just a funny promo, like a little video package promo to get Judgment Day mad, to which they said they was going to deal with R-Truth eventually. And they was going to deal with Nia Jax as well. We got The Miz versus JD McDonough with Dominic Mysterio at ringside, with R-Truth at ringside. For some reason, he don't know whose side he on. He don't know one minute he's cheering on JD, the other minute he's cheering on The Miz. I don't know what R-Truth is doing, but it was all good and fun, and The Miz ended up getting the victory. I just enjoy R-Truth shenanigans at that point. We got a Seth Rollins promo where he came out and talked about basically what almost like his New Year resolution, and that he's done a lot of things at WrestleMania. He had a lot of great moments, but the one thing he never did was walk into WrestleMania holding a championship. So his resolution is to basically make sure that he walked into WrestleMania a champion, and whoever he might face at WrestleMania, he's going to beat them to retain the championship. He did get like I would say they did chat CM Punk when he asked, like, the question is who he faced at WrestleMania, and they chatted CM Punk, and he said maybe in his dreams. But this would prompt to bring out Jinder Mahal, who basically chastised Seth Rollins for overlooking him and not giving him a former WWE champion opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. He was saying he basically talked about how people overlooked him and like they tried to ignore him. And Seth Rollins would respond with saying that you're right, people have overlooked you, try to ignore you, but It wasn't an accident. We did that on purpose, and that basically it looked like you want to take a swing at me, so it's swing, and he try to go Jinder Mahal into swinging, but Jinder Mahal wouldn't do it. But when Seth Rollins turned his back, Jinder Mahal basically attacked him, and a brawl would ensure, and then Seth Rollins would get the upper hand, and Jinder would leave out the ring, and that was it in that promo. We got Otis versus Ivar next, which was a good big man versus big man match. It was some impressive. I love the movesets by both big men because they're big men who are also agile, like Vader. And it worked pretty well with Ivar getting a victory over Otis, and him talk to Akira because I guess he wanted to face Akira, but then Otis stepped in to defend Akira, so that's how this match became about. Then we get to our main event, but they announced what's going to happen next week. Next week, Jinder Mahal and Seth Rollins will battle for the World Heavyweight Championship. There will be some tag team matches and some single matches. This match was originally just supposed to be a regular match, but it turned into a street fight match because earlier in the day, where Cody had a promo, he was talking about his main event match with Shinsuke Nakamura, but Shinsuke would attack. They would get into a backstage brawl, and Adam Pearce off camera basically made the main event a street fight match. Though he was present when the brawl happened. He was one of the people who helped break up the brawl. So that's what that's why it ended up being a street fight match, which was a good choice because this was a good street fight match. Dude was tables, chairs, fucking kendo sticks. I mean, they did it all. It was pretty good. It was one of the highlights was that he tried to go for the miss, but Cody Rhodes finally ducked it, but it hit the timekeeper. And Cody Rhodes, I like the fact that Cody Rhodes tried to attack on the timekeeper, knowing how that feels. He wanted to make sure the timekeeper was okay, but he had to get back to the match. So that was I like they both put each other through tables multiple times. Like I said, it was chair shots, kendo stick shots. But in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura's own demise he would be the reason for his own demise because a table he set up earlier in the match propped against the ropes, against the turnbuckles in the corner. Cody would put him through that table and then hit him with a crossroads for the victory to end their story. I also like to say I like the matchup card when it shows both the matchup versus card. I like the fact that they went with an anime style of both Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke, and I like that very much. But to end this video, I know it's 20-some minutes. I'm going to give this Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw has been good lately. I'm going to give this because I really had no problem with anything. Nothing was bad. Nothing was bad. It could have been some stuff that could have been better, but nothing was bad. So I'm going to give it I don't want to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a 7.5 big ups because it wasn't an 8, but it wasn't 8 good, but it wasn't 7 or lower bad. It was like right there. It was almost an 8, but not an 8, so that's why I gave it a 7.5 big ups. But you let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this past Monday Night Raw. And if you enjoyed my video, you know what to do. Hit this button right here. Bam! For all of my WWE reviews. And if you enjoyed the video so much and want to support the channel, you know what to do, guys. Hit those buttons. Because, you know, it helps me grow slowly but surely. And we got new members because of it. So, welcome, new tribe members. Welcome to the tribe. And as always, hitting one of these videos for more of my amazing content. But don't go anywhere. Got some reactions coming your way. Peace.